Yeah, so we're going to use ordinary sandbags to make a cement planter. What's going to be nice about this is that the sandbag is going to be easy to clean out to get at the planter once it's dried. So we're going to set this up and start laying it out and showing you how we use a sandbag to make a concrete planter. Más atrás, Laura, es muy cerca. No soy tan bonita. Okay, so I've made a lip on this bag so that it receives the sand a lot easier. Okay, Rodrigo. ¿Esperas? ¿Qué? Una. ¿Qué la otra? Okay, I'm happy with that. This is our height. We're going to beat it up a bit so it's in the right place. I'm going to turn it around so you can see it. Yeah, I don't like these ears so much, so I'm going to hit them with a rubber hammer just to get it nice and flat. Pegas este lado. Okay. There, that's much better. Okay, we're going to mix some Bondex and we're going to put a coat on here so that the planter is encased with cement. And then I'm going to start laying it out. Yeah, I'm just going to glue this a little bit closer so we can work with it better. This is a very different shape of a planter. It's more almost organic. Like a sack of potatoes. It's going to look good. We're mixing up some Bondex and we're going to apply the Bondex to this. Yeah, we decided to put this on the bottom because we can open it up when the planter is dry. Here we'd have to cut the bags, so we don't want to waste the bags. And we're going to get a better shape. Look at that. Yes, much nicer shape. I'm going to tape these two corners in and we're set. So I want these two wings down, so I'm going to tape them into place. Okay, that's a lot more, a nicer shape. Okay. So all we're trying to do is to get a coat on here. And to have the fabric pushed in nicely. These bags are usually made out of polypropylene as well, so cement really likes to stick to them, but they release incredibly easy. So don't be worried about the release process of this. So we're going to get a coat everywhere on the bag, and then we're going to come back and we're going to put cement on here, the concrete mix, okay? Yeah, so this is a very pleasant shape. It's a very unusual shape, but it reminds people of baskets and objects that are very comfortable. And we've coated everywhere, so the white polypropylene bags have disappeared. And we're making it very tight on the bottom so that it's not sticking out. So I always do this. You guys are familiar with that now. I'm going to put a white edge all the way around just so it looks more organic and it looks like the vessel was split in two. And we're going to put cement over top of that. If you can avoid any of the bag showing through, that'll help you out a lot. And what's really nice about these planters, there's endless ways of decorating them. So you never have to worry about making the same planter twice. You can make so many different versions of it. As I said, it's a very beautiful shape. Very like a straw basket. Very beautiful. Okay, we're going to mix up some regular cement and apply it onto here. We're going to put an edge on the white cement. All the way around. This is a really nice, rich mix. Okay, now we're going to start to climb up. I'm making a nice ring. Making the planter a bit thinner on the bottom. This is very similar to making a cake, putting icing on a cake, no different. If you can put icing on a cake, you can do these planters really easily. And you can see the polypropylene fibers everywhere. Okay, we're going to finish up everything, and then we'll show you. We're going to start gluing on these rocks, and we're going to stick them onto the side. But we need to get everything covered first. And of course it has to rain, that's obvious. Okay, I'm going to put 4 legs on here. Just so it sits nice and flat. Okay, that looks good. Now we're going to start gluing on the pieces, these rocks. So all we're going to do is, Rodrigo, empieza conmigo. We're going to put a little bit on the surface. Then we're going to stick it in. And we're going to leave the bottom, we're going to leave this bottom edge sticking out. Yeah. And it's really important to put a bit of glue on the back of them. Yeah, we're going to put a tube in here. So I don't have to drill it afterwards. Okay. I'm just going to peel this out, and I've got a good drainage section. So we're going to finish putting the rocks on, and then we're going to tarp it, and then tomorrow we can actually demold it. Frimpong, buscas más piedras blancos, colores café, no gris, todo esa mierda es gris. Vas allá, buscas los blancos. These stones tend to fit really nicely regardless, just because of their shape. And when you apply the cement, make sure you really push it on the stone. You don't want these stones falling out afterwards. So get them in there nice and strong. ¿Se ve bonita de Rodrigo? Wow. So these bigger holes, I'll put a white stone in there just to get some contrast going. Okay, so we're going to come back when this is all completed. We're going to tarp it and then we'll plant it tomorrow. We'll take it apart and then plant it. Yeah, make sure you have a good enough of a rock selection, even small rocks to go into these spaces. And when you decorate all this, you know, you have to pay attention to the shape of the planter, if something's sagging or not. So we've got all these guys in place. And the only thing I have left to do is I got to put an edge all the way around. So it looks like it starts with the edge and then with the rocks coming up through the side. We're going to tarp it and then we're going to let it dry for the night and then we'll take it apart. I'm going to show you how easy the sandbag comes out, which is fantastic because you don't have to fight with the a plastic container or whatever. You just basically take the sand out of the sandbag and pull the bags out and you're ready to go. That's how simple it is. Yeah, here Dario's sculpting a 2-inch lip all the way around the planter. It sort of makes the rocks disappear. They look like they have a different starting point. It works really well putting this 2-inch lip in. This material we use to make the lip is 3 sand and 1 cement. And it's loaded with polypropylene fibers, so it's going to be very hard for this to break off even if you hit it hard. It's really important to remember that this planter only took 20 minutes to make. So all the pieces that are glued together are attached to fresh cement. There is nothing that has dried in this planter. Yeah, it's the next day. We're going to get the sand out of this and start to plant it. It's a bit soon, but I'm going to try it anyways to try to get it out. So we're going to let all the sand fall into the wheelbarrow. It's Dodo? Yeah, so we got it out. We're going to sand it a little bit and then we're going to plant it up. And that's how we make these planters out of these rocks and making it out of a sandbag. So the sandbag method looks like it works really well. You just have to be very patient with it and it comes out super easy. Like, I mean, super easy. This bag, this polypropylene bag does not stick to the cement or even the Bondex at all. So it's fantastic.